Good afternoon, good afternoon. Welcome back to Air Radio Saljeruna Spain. Today, 20th December 2021. We now bring the news from Banjul, the Gambia. First, we start with the headlines from the bulletins. The first story on standard newspaper, Jammeh'S Gurds, due back soon. Government makes clarion call for support to Gambia's AFCON program. GRA boss tell staffs to protect institutions' integrity. 3 dead in Kotu car crash. But KAWSU admonishes educated Gambians on PIETY. Then, on the side, IEC lawyers ask for time to respond to UDP petition. Gun owner in Babylon shooting arrested. And then, economic Ghana appreciate Gambian hospitality. So those are the headlines from Standard News. Let's go to Point Newspaper. Point Newspaper. Barrow's lawyers file motion to dismiss UDP petition. Then GRA staff caution on integrity. A special magazine on Gambia, China, new stage of cooperation published. Government inform officers retreat ends. And then, let me see, this one where is from today. No. Okay, let's go to the national news from Point Newspaper. The national news from Point Newspaper. Gambia Child Foundation conducts free operation for 13 children with disability. Economic Ghana contingent renovates Madras, donates educational materials to Munyagen School, and Diamond Platinum says his doors are open to Gambian artists. And then Intel Migrants, that means International Migrants Day, jointly commemorated by international local bodies. So those are the headlines from the Point newspaper, the main news and the national news. So let's go back to standard. We start with the first story we want to read in English. Then the others will follow. The first story on standard newspaper, which is new, there are some, but those are stories which could be coming over. So this one is Jammeh'S Gurds, you back soon. It's a strange word or strange notice. By Lamin Cham, the Standard has been reliably informed that members of former President Yahya Jammeh'S Gurds, who went with him into exile in Equatorial Guinea 5 years ago, are due return to the Gambia in the next few days. The Gurds were recently seen in a video celebrating and singing songs about President Adama Barrow's victory in the December 4th election. A public confirmation that they are not in agreement with Jammeh over his refusal to endorse his party's backing of Barrow. And APRC sources told the Standard at the time that plans are afoot to repatriate the Gurds and their dependents from Equatorial Guinea as soon as possible. Last night, a credible source told the Standard that the first batch of the Gurds was due back on yesterday, but a little hike delayed them, but they are certainly on their way back to the Gambia. They could arrive anytime from now. In fact, it could even be today or tomorrow, our sources emphasize. As how many Gurds are due back, our sources said they could number about 10, some with their families. It ends there. So stay tuned. We'll be back momentarily in Mandinka in this story. So stay tuned there after a short jingle. Yo assalamu alaikum bade olu continue kibaro lambada men karana angale count membe ko kibaro kun anin in detail follow men karang angale count e ko jamme la kantar lal men ba kanta kan ko ral gine anin men tata nyola ko binana su kono sai atemela yo man sakunda e kumandro ke ko makoro ke kamen ron kam support ko fasaro na Gambia de la Afcon programme nyina wala men kata na African Cup of Nation football ya nyina ka continue giare la nyaton ko ay nyimfo ila dogu lale ko kaje ko ka kata ise ila dogu dingrany min memo giare ti sa kata ala integrity yo tanka yo ko mo saba wala fata ko tu motol men falita nyola jeto fo mo saba niututa motol nengo nyen kono ka continue ba ka wasu fanan na nyimfo men karanta Gambia de karanal ko sa kata ye ila doko nyin membe ko ala doko iso tamande wala ka men devoted to God's word wala min don momod ne te karanta ye ala londole soto membe ko isina na o doko muta ya ka anyama ay yamari men ka continue hanibi ko loyal men be ko barola loyal ye kanindro ke Chief Justice ko ye wato de la fosi jabiro keno UDP la petition nyinne yo ko kiritiyo men Babylon dinnindo bonla afa membe sembere masi mabala ko ya kiritiyo nyin ya mutale polisol abi bulo kono sa mbete moment Ghana la contingent on besirin Gambia banko kan economic nyin na Africa tiliji sojar ul fanan ko kontanta bage Gambia de ngoli e mutaku nyame banko kan so gidel kibar ko de men findita standard ni so ngata point ni sefa ngol fanna kibar ko fali na murnan ko manga na standard la kibaro men karang nyam fanan ata ko kila ngolemo e ko barola loyali fanan ye kaito sambade ngini ngaro kanin ko ese UDP la petition men ya samba kiri bota nyanda ka bay ito barola loyal yole kanin yo ka continue hanibi jamfanan ko jiare la ke banyin ay même fo wala nginte don ko ila dokulal se hakilo to bake patiyo nyina sa futon ila institution wala ila doku dengranin sa ataya punya anim fanan ala kulon nala hormonin kokurne nawe den doku dengrala ko la ka men integrity ala valoro inyanta ko kanta bake manyana ka feawol ya mari wala ka continue hanbi point ko nyim magazine ol de ka fa special magazine ko membe den Gambia aning China la ko men kukutol la men be loring ni ata gibe kafnyo yala ye men publish sanding amamme bake ka continue tanan hanbi man sakunda government information officer wala government na moment ka kiwaro di ko ay retreat ends comme ko government information officers retreat ends comme wala ndro ko information officers from government ministry department and key agencies and members of thematic working group on communication and advocacy under the National Coordination Mechanism on Thursday and a 2-day retreat of Sindola Safari Lodge at Komangini. Ya Bangola Soto Kachala member den Kalamtandola Jamala member ko Mansakunda la official menika mol Kalamtandi komeng ila retreat komeng ka kuolta kidda kuke o kana agri kambengola Karola sai koyo kumfa hotel meka huje ko Sindola Safari Lodge kanilai sata hotel membe je West Coast region ngindul fanan no bengo nyum kumfata world so dumala ila kibaro men bedme ka menna national news olem bankola kibaro ko Gambia dinol men ila foundation o purka e tandro ke kolla de membe ko free comme fembuka ke mento o fembuka operation free comme fen manyana ka soto nina rajibe for 13 children mentata for sunkutin dinnin sa for dinnin tang anin sawa with disability comme ye o foundation on ye free operation o ke woreli comme ka men faralo man fembuka jomento comme mbada fula nyamen yewle ke dinnin tannin sabala men disabled men buki fansa mana sojarol men be sirin na Bangkok men bota Ghana economic West Africa la ni contingent men be kono ko itol ni Ghana kol men be o contingent kono itol la contingent fangoten ko ma kwero ke ye didaro ke lalla ye kudula kutakutan membe ko madras wala karam ni arko karande on la karamo ye dida kuke anina na diro ke fengol la membe ko karande la fengol ka men educational materials munyagen sata nyinto joka do savoro nyomi iko kafome ka fo diamond platinum wol fana yemen foka koto la bunda be yelli ne santen ka je ko gambia de be men mu artisol ti ko men bulma kala fe law den kilo fe fe nare tam artisol international dunia be la migration o migrant ko men wala mu dunia be ko men mol men ka wuday kata wandi banko kan ko men la lungo ka kafu nyoma ka miraro ko la wala dunia be anin banko kan o bodil men be lor nyin international migration la kola o migrant la kola wala fana yo lungo mira be wala kono bido so ka continue baburu ko mangata na standard la men karanu ko men memo strain news ti ko men mem be nguno be kere marsa lankene mata ko abe kelale wala nginti drong ya jamela kantarlal men anita nyole kaf meni angle kamoto bodyguards ko bina banko kan sai be murna temel ki waro me asafe la min cham standard member kran kan la jala ya radio spain banko kan salsato nyingon nga continue ki waro nyum fon la ko standard ye nyin kuma kan men soto ten information me membota former president ya Jammeh'S Gurds nyola kola ko kule mo senator bag ko men who went nyimen atata nyola equatorial Guinea be sirin dame exile comme sangi lulu komanto ko be murana Gambia banko kan atemela ko next few days comme ngi lolu men kanate ko in kiwaro ni standard ye même foten ko ni information ni be senior set kule mo walo tala fa appareil ko ne ajibe ni kantarlal men santen moli ye no video be juraro ke kan be denkilo la kan ko president Adamo Barrow la kanyo nyinna in December 4th carte fa men tamitaten ko ne ajibe membe ko public confirmation not information before I said information I was wrong there but it is confirmation in English so then wato la nga fonu mbay anglo karana wato men nya sound ko confirmation because tariya nyinka it is confirmation not information that they are not in agreement wala ngin de yengi etol mol ngin ya itan le ko ka lanken andi ko tamayandi ko etol enin ya jam mamben kanto because of abalanta munela puruka som barola bakin aman song la wala ne nin ya mamben kanto o kamala ngala wala na baro bala fate ya be sen na Gambia Bangkok ko ne ajibe an APRC so ko men kuma ko bada APRC la molea ko men a fonyin in dinkra membe ko standard men karankante la news bulletin ko wato la ne ajibe planol ketal sentence in fal men tata wala nyinti drong ni mol ke sen nan garsignol wala kantarlal tem men be equatorial Guinea ning ila dependent comme molmen be ini molmen be jem itol comme sa for la dimbayal ka bonan equatorial Guinea comme atemela sansen sai ko be kala kuleti membe kala tari on kon ko kunun sutola nyingeta feneti kibaro bota membul men lanayata bake de ka men credible I mem for standard ko that the first batch comme batch follow men nyanta kana gatsol nyin was two comme ol fon nyanta kana no nyin dima samla la kunun yajel bari ko kukil na soto la ko kono way tarde ma sa mananje ko bari yajibe a satel ne ko be nyim fenati be laran ko to nyala karola ko on on their way back wala ngin do ngini be la silo kan no fenati o be la tamayar ne woto bayno la ko men yajibe kana Gambia Bangkok iko in softano wati wadla santen ka bosanna Gambia Bangkok in Garsolten iko in fact tonya ne yajibe it could even be today asigeno hani be found o sama o kamala softano anytime so si so men bambandi ne atna ngini ka how many guards ko men mo jellemu men nyanta kamurna iko so si so men danta ko apita fo mo tang some with their families coming do motown garsolten dolni la dimba le siring equatorial Guinea jeto so mbado nin jinglo betala be continue la ngakilin karang angle counter be meden la kuala be meden UDP la Carola petition on nin jinglo betala Welcome back. Still with Standard Newspaper. The headline: IEC lawyers ask for time to respond to UDP petition. This by Bruce Ase Mota, Standard reporter at the courthouse. Not read by Hajalam Air Radio Salgerona, Spain. This is a short story. The details. The Supreme Court of the Gambia last Friday had the petition filed by the United Democratic Party against President-elect Adama Barrow and the Independent Electoral Commission. During this first sitting, the matter was mentioned but could not proceed as the representative of the IEC informed the court of their late receipt of the processes filed by the UDP. Lead counsel for the IEC, KIBAARO, called the court's indulgence to guarantee a support adjournment to enable them to respond to the UDP petition. The application for adjournment was granted by the court and the matter was adjourned to Wednesday, the 22nd of this month, December. Meanwhile, the President of the Supreme Court, Chief Justice Hassan B. Jallow, has disclosed that tomorrow, Tuesday, that the court will hear the application filed by legal counsel representing Adama Barrow for the dismissal of the petition filed by the UDP. Chief Justice Hassan B. Jallow informed all the counsels that in the matter to meet in his chamber today around midday to draw a roadmap as to how the matter would be handled within 30 days and before the inauguration of the president-elect. It ends the station. Then we'll be back momentarily in Mandinka after a short jingle. Yasama limbade ulo ngakondine KIBAARO la memeni karankan komen hanipi ning standard lebenyola ngindomu KIBAARO te meng ko IEC la loyal e kanindro ke pro se wato dile sinana jabiro ko UDP kanindro men ke député bungoto ko sa foton kitilla ko alambaro la nyin kanyome ya foten ko amanta silola la vita anol so nga continue KIBAARO me asevi wala mustanda la KIBAARO men katra kiti dulangi ndo ka vai Bruce Ase Mota ay kuma ka men safen wala mnyindi ko ako Supreme Court of Gambia gomen banjuna kiti bumba nying juma tambila comme yi lamoro ko petition file wala men UDP le asamba pour kal Adama Barrow challenge ko ala kanyaw nying men anim fanang Independent Electoral Commission men fon carte fao tamandin na banko ka men be marale amana carte fao korrangi yolol samba kititla so o kamala len fanana na kaito samba jeto pour kalo kaito nyim fe challenge ke o petition ko nyaaji be kunu safaron during the first sitting men kada jumalonte ni mata nyin ko men na o ya yitandi jeto ko it could not proceed amanna na continue no komen molla men ma beta IC toyala komen ka kalamtan do ko kididala ko itol tardeta le puruka nyin kaitol o processo nyin men file nyin na karole tardeta ka soto o yatinna ko UDP la petition o yatinna ko foy wato dila ye pare akam iko memmo ila nyato ngodi ka men lead council IEC na katre fay korda membe lori ngai ka fay keba sanyang menna na kol yeleman di karol de membe ko ay ngin troke kitidla la fo islana na ila sembo goto aning fanang sa jeko ila doko tanyalla sina kasoton troke wati kontun na pour sot agent comme se kitiyoni sa nyerno domani pour mo na usina na keto le ko sina jabiro ke no UDP la yung petition men ya kanintan ko Adama Barrow la kanyawnyum amnin silo manta iko niagi be application ko men kaitol men se ka after ni for the adjournment ko men wala ka kite nyorne ko yin nadna songla le kiti la mol sondole nadna ke kite onyi nyorndi fo arabalongo sa fu nyamen karotili mo anin fula nyato ka fo in sang kono in karo kono holen December ko in tembola niagi be president nyin membe siring kiti bomba nyin to Supreme Court mem famu Chief Justice Hassan B Jallo na itandro ki jeto ko sama comme mbota mem foka no kuluna diamolto Tuesday wala ngende ko nyin be nyanta in application on kanela moy la file la membe denning legal counsel representative comme in loyal la be men binana lola Adama Barrow for the dismissal of the petition file coming I will eat and the that the court will hear court be lamuela in ye kuma men canning holang immense the other kaito la carola legal counsel in olamo in Adam Barola loyalty and purumuna wrong puru nin kitio ko kitila nyanda ka abai so akumonyin hanibi amanta bari hanibi iko ibnela moyla la petition on mem file to teng jumalol file olam UDP kafo nyinde so ko sama Chief Justice ko sama be la moyla bari fennemo ye aye kumandile so ngala bebe diamula ala officer so ka continue Chief Justice Hassan B Jallo anatna kalam tandro ke fana nyin loyal bela ko all the councils loyal bela nyin ko la karola kaje ko kabeng ate fangola denkrato bi wala mbita wanyanda kala bi do sama isne la moy petition onyin so file nyin na motion onyin dismissal motion onyin na so sai ka continue ko ala chembato ako nyin loyal men bebe lori nyin kitio ko kunna karol bela ko isinana na bi mbebi men gona skeno itatal fa pareta bari coledron chambers today around midday wala tilibulo ngin na Gambia Bangkok kan sao ningo mo tamita domani ko isnana na didaro ke road map la silo mim taro tabe keno la niaji be how the matter come in kombe lorenteng would be handle ba marano la nyamen ba tala ya topoto na ka marano til tansabo kono come mbota mem folano bari Hassan B Jallo la fir menna wala ngin di wrong to rule this case on a fast track wala ngin to 30 days period kono asata ake no ay bang isinaje ko janni ba fala inauguration obe kala president men elected because ama mention jang ko president men be sirin ko men adam ratol afnyamen ko men luwa itan nyamen ko men president men elected ning ara kitidla itan ko adam baro is still to be continued then ning kidio kumfata odo atalbe inaugurate la ning attended dum fana biton zinaji be membe kala so wala mo kibaro fana til lafta men karanali angale kangni mani kangni so sinana murna ko tege ning asdango men keta kotu o mbatanga jibe GRA la keba yin ay même fo ala dokulale fondingaje dangaje sinana o fana fura nimaje fana comme sometimes okay nona ba KAWSU la karaw yin na ay même fo karan men mol men karanta Gambia banko ko nyanda ka alala do koke so jingulo lama ni mbodola sinana na dum angale oni manika kango nyinto Welcome back. Still we'll stand on Yusuba. The headline KAWSU admonish educated Gambians on PIETY. This one by Amadou Jadama, standard reporter, read by Hajadama Air Radio Saljerona Spain. Now the details. Outspoken Imam KAWSU Fofana has urged Western educated Muslims and Christians to be God-fearing and be honest in whatever they do, addressing hundreds of worshippers during his Friday sermon last week. The Imam said educated people should use their knowledge and expertise only for the good of the country rather and help society develop. The Prophet Muhammad had said, among the people who will go to heaven are those who are honest and educated, more so those entrusted to pass judgments between people. He said, KAWSU added that the prophet had also warned that knowledge not used for the right things can lead the holder to perish in hellfire. So those who use their knowledge for bribery and corruption must be ready for judgment in the hereafter, he said. He urged religious leaders to defend the truth and condemn wrongdoers rather. So stay tuned, don't go back momentarily after a short jingle. Welcome back. So madolo mutanan ko take ko men bota men karan anglican ro men be den amad jadda may men safi ba kaws fofana ay men fo anyong e moli men ye londo soto kabring muslimia dino ngindo fo christian dino ngindo sakata e mol susun difenka memo ku kendoti ka continue kibaro nyin me asafi wala mu amadu jadamati memba karankan la jara ma yara spin bang ko kan sal sato nyin kono ko mem moti aka diamu bage ka fae almamo men aka diam ba ka fae ba kawsu fofana men ay kumandro ke mol men karanta bantala ka men na western educated muslimol anin fanan christianol ko isa kata yake moti yake alanya silanang multi men sila alanya anin fanan ka tilling ka men honest in what iba kukurni ni ba kekan ako ikayin kuma kan ayin fa wato menna be dia mukan mu keme wala men batrola ala batola wato la jimalon la ala samon wala kutubo nyin lokun tambila jama nyindo ko imam men fo ko mol men karanta educated people should use comme ila londo nyin nyanta anila men no do ko nyin o nyanta ka o ta ko kikuti men olle asikena kuti men abibeti ala banko isa yusuo nyama anim fanan sinaja se mako iro keno puru munna develop nya ni no na jamani na sidlalun se develop no nyame ikap men society develop ko nyaji be ako prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam had said ko my men for among people ko mol kono men who will go to heaven men bita arjana wal bekela molde those who honest men tilinta anim fanan e lonta ka je ko mo so anim fanan ikata lanna molti anim fanan ka je ko tammi lala men be ko kiti ted lala men be kala mol dammal temate lakira e men dante ako ikako ate bakaws ay men lafa kuma ka wonyin ganki war safala amad jalo ay men fa ko di prophet ako bakaws ko prophet nyen wala Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam ko anadna dandalaro ke komen that knowledge not used coming londo mangena ka use burmo not wrong not used for right things coming londo men ima tambindi to nyakan o anyata tambila men kan o londitiol wol askeno wol bina laban kala sebotol ti jahannaba dimba kono mari bina mol filin lale londo nyanta yusula nyame manna fo mol ya yidan ni nyakotla ako so o kamala those who use their knowledge men ke ila londo taka ke fenti membe ko ka dukomuta molbulu anin fanan tapalayan jenko ko must be ready wol nyanta ke parede wol lungola in kitite lungola ka nin mbota janto ay men dante nadna tente fanan ati ay kumandrog dina duncewol bela ko nyaton kolla men sinana fasaro ke o sello ka je ko ka tonyanyin kalo yo bambandi ka nin fanan ka balang kolla mol men kada kolke men bete ka men wrong doers so amad jadamale in kibaro nyin danta walto so mbade on kan ta lo be murona nyato ka kibari kilin la nyin fanankan nimbe sawna kata point baru point tabe kala different segment lati. Welcome back, still with Standard Newspaper. The headline, GRA boasts tail staff to protect institution integrity. This one by Umar Ba, standard reporter, read by Hakadam Air Radio Salgeron Spain. Now the details. The Commissioner General of the Gambia Revenue Authority, Yankuba Dabo, has urged his staff to respect and protect the institution's image and integrity at all times. Addressing his human resources and administration staff at the opening of a 2-day seminar, CG Dabo urged the staff to demonstrate integrity, ethical and professional standards in executing their duties. The principle of integrity, ethics and professionalism are paramount in your daily work as revenue collectors, and the GRA will not compromise when it comes to these issues, CG Dabo said. He said GRA is a respected corporate institution and its staff, especially at the HR and admin, should lead by example. By example. Any institution that doesn't have a strong HR or admin will never achieve its targets. This is why GRA has tasked itself with the responsibility of building the capacities of its staff. As we speak, we have over 150 young graduates with master's PhD, among other degrees that have impacted positively on the institution output. The Commissioner General Dabo said the GRA boss added that the institution is committed to motivate its young graduates to ensure they continue serving to the best of their ability. Mr. Dabo extolled his HR team for providing the needed motivation to staff, as well as ensuring ethical standards are adhered to at all times. He said the training was meant for the participants to take stock of performance, concerns, challenges, and how to address the shortcomings this year. It is important for all of us to be cognizant of the fact that the GRA cannot afford to slumber. Therefore, we should redouble our efforts in raising its flag high. And in doing so, we need teamwork and commitment, he said. The Commissioner General Dabo assured the staff that his office will continue to provide the needed capacity building whenever the opportunity arises. The institution's Director of HR Admin, Ernest Mendy, commended the management for taking staff welfare very seriously. The importance of this training cannot be overemphasized. It offers the staff the opportunity to discuss various areas of concerns that are affecting their work and see how to improve or address them, Mendy said. He said the training will also expose the staff to various topics and offer them the opportunity to make suggestions and recommendations on the way forward. It ends the station. We'll be back momentarily in Mandinka after a short jingle. Ya sama ni bado na kontinent halibi ning standard lebenyola standard len KIBAARO membe ko GRA wala nyatanga kanenala nyaton ko ay memfo ila doku lale ko sakata itangan ke ila institutional integrity nyin me nyin KIBAARO sabe wala Umar Bati standard la chief reporter memba kan la jara ma yaro respen banko council sato kon ko mem commissioner general de Gambia la nyatanga kanenal Yankuba Dabo ay men kumandi wala ngala staff holten ile ay kumandi ko se kada ye bunya roke anin ka tangandroke ka kanta wala mu ila institution do good langing ala al halola anin fanan ala integrity komen do company na value nying anan ala hormone ala bunya men ila do ko la karola iseko kata yo kanta wati abdiam ko wato men na ka men la human resource comme men be marling ila dokulal men ke la dokulal ta o atanyala men be marling wala ka men administration staff at the opening comme wato la e be nyung be ke kam comme niaji be men ke da 2-day seminar comme ya be nyin ke da telefula be ngolti men ko nyin fonko administration source staff nyin be nyin ko memu CGT wala mu commissioner general dabo ay commando ke la dokula la ko sa kata ye itan droge kula de meme ko integrity ne o metron ko be wala kono hormo bunya so be ya ni fen fen la doku la nyin na karola ethical komen doku nyanta kele nyame ni na tavo ala rules anala conduct everything nata ethical komen doku la nyanta kama nyame doku nyin kono anim professional wala ila doku men e ba kekan asike standard komen dunia be mo sinaje ko nakar kuman sa ila doku se kallanke ay beta ka men standard ni ba kila wato men na ila doku wato le ka men executing their duties komen ni ba kila wato men e ko kol men be loring ni ata nyin hormone bonyanin kol bela nyin doku dingra la karola men ko anin fana doku la e tanyala ko men ni ata doku la nyanta menkele ka fena ethics ko anin fana professionalism ila doku Kenya nyanta menkela anin fana nyimukuleti me akum mayata bake ni ajibe in your daily was coming ila tilotili doko nyinkono koma membo ko etolmu nyatanka kafundula leti gia ka meni giare anim fana not compromise sonna mumeke when it comes ni na ata kola membe denning kukota la nyin kokone to compromise la fere la doko nyi to compromise la kokula nyanta kala nyame iba kala wala nyama nyanta kala wala nyama ndo tol fana yewala itandi nyaton kol teng sakola commissioner general me nyin kuma ka dante wal memuya daboti ka continue a nyim fufana ko jiare nyatanga kanal ten komen bu nyala karola ni na dajibe ka kafu corporate institution komen kafu nyimu lalde men ka kafu nyola anim fanan it is and it staff komen ala doko ila doko ten staff ol te men be doko la yes ni na da fam fam ka men HR admin komen ila administration te nyaton ko balte should lead comme men nyanta ka nyaton ka ke e kula membe kala example de comme sina taman zero itande comme nyaton ka kendol la doku la koton men be inoma isna de ko be même fo kan ye ka continue hani bi ate kilengo nyin ko doku la nyaji be that doesn't have a strong HR coming wala nginte don ni men be nyaato doku la na men nyaato ka kendol so maralla kendol wol tesoton dro kenol be fengo ngaba kan ako wala tinna ko jiare na nyatanka kannal ko men ye doku di fangala membe ko duno nyi sata pour ka je ko kallon dro ko fenna e ka mena capacities the capacities of itself will me to found la sembo as a keno nyama wiriwa nyama bamba nyame ko as we speak come abdiam ko wato men na ten ko abdiam ko wato men santen itul men be bul do kola in institution to walam GRA ti nyatanga kanna la dingra mo kemi mo tallulu Gambia dengul men be graduate ne ajibe university le ka fo masters degrees le be bul ka men PhD ni mol kono masters wala be bul anin PhD ni kono comme o degree wala be nyim mo chema mo tallulo dinol men be dok wala koto e men dante ko inadna ka kulati men ay fen samana men betiata bake ka men impacted positively inata institution of dogu lanyin to comme ay soton romen ke santen o ala outcome comme ila kolbe tamaka nyame abetia ka nyame ni o moto output men be soto kan ila dinkrata betiala karola ko kurne nata ku ken lola nyin ine o sabu comme ilen graduate ol men be do kole ikoto anitul found jumala yin dante ila commissioner general wala dabo nyinte ka continue hanbi nyitanga kan nalla ke ba nyinga la faro ka ko ilen do ko dengrabe sobe yaren ko la pour ka jiko pour ka mol susundi membe ko fonnin cewol men graduate ten ka jiko ko de continue pour se continue no pour se akata to be best all in the town is not do ko ke itol sembo ya menno ko sembo dan da make up man the best of their ability is nana wokeno ko be susundi kan walal ka continue Mr. Dabo ay mengitandi ko ati ay mem fo jeto ko ilani HR timo nyen wala to nyatan ko balten men providing kanana ka soton ro ko la sola ko la motivation wala muka susundro ko mol kan mol la men be ko staff holten ko men kata ke encourage ne motivation don kamota ka hamendi kolla ka je ko pour ka nying ethical standard wala do ko la hormonal bunya nin ka nyama yeso ya kono afmena standard asnake do guti membe kallanke ala wati be wala foka nin fanan kata katana nakiri bala wati ka continue hanbi ko niaji be lane training men yake men kan ko men mabe ta jeto komen to take stock wala nyinde don ka kontibo ke kula o ka jibe e do ko men ga kamura kan ka jibe kuke atamata nyamen keta nyamen ka mena stock of performance ne o mo don ye kol beta do ko dulato men be keta gidal ya be kafnya malya jibe fo do ko nyin ay ko nyin ay ruwata nyamen o nin defol men surta ka be long o nyama wala concern kolla men be ko challenges wala ko ngatangol men surta jeto anim fana how to address is nana o be ol tala kol men ika foy short comments komen kol sina soto sama kono men skeno short comments ni o mo wrong mo fende wrong men man correct is nana soto nyin sama kono ol be yanta ko ol topoto no nyamen komen nyin training nyin be keta o daylo le kan wrong participant pour drong is nana taro ke kol lay to lado ko kono tamata nyamen perform ta nyamen so is nana o challenges oli be address la nyame be ngonyin kita o daylo ka training fa ko ni agibe it is important nyum mo fenete me akumata bake all of us comme tulbe ka jeko tulbe dabe nyin ko ni nata to nyala karola comme ngiare o ate nyin sonna nyin na mume ke sulamba wala ndron ka tinyaro ke fenna membe ko o ka boy o ka to fenkono membe ko jing sino o jinko ko masa wala karola yare te sonna wala mume ga ni amo sulamba ra momembe jinko ngabe nafara ngala ko le to sonna wala comme ala mom tara wake up ring abe jinko la obuka kuke no ko te sonno la friend therefore we should redouble wala ngende foye la katakol ka lafa ka je ko ferolla anin ka cikandro ke fenna wala mu itolla fulako hay ni amo ila fulako wala la dinkra nyinde isa cikandro santo nyame and in doing that comme pourko ke ako solta mun la be ka funyoma ka do ko ke anim fanan ka sobeya o do ko nyin kan I mean dante ila nyin commissioner general memu daboti ay nyin lahidiye ko ay landing na ko staffol do gulal ten ko ala officer nyin will continue be continue la pour ka je ko ka certain drogue sula ko la capacity comme sembola ko yirwani no nyamen wati nin aramanta be nata karaw karala min dande comme no o sita don wati ate bo kelal ka continue ko ilayin dogo dengra layin director member layin HR admin timo yina Ernest Mendy membe marling o officer yina ay comment ke ko la de membe ko management o to membe loring yin dinkra kuna ni ajibe for taking staff wala ka taro ke do kulal la taranyala comme kulam yata seriously comme aning so beal ko ay jayi wala bakel ko ni ajibe ko la kumayalla ko the importance of this training comme ninata nyin karandro nyina ko nyimu feneti cannot be over emphasize mote kuma fono la comme ay kuma ya menge fo yetambi comme nyin ay Allah langin do ko kuma ya menge te kule fono la membe tamila ko nyimu feneti offers ay diro ko fenna pour ila do kulale ko wato la pour kanaje ko se kachano kolla men be ko tinkralla men sula kol bela men be toro ke kan ne ajibe ila do kolla han kaje ko fanan pro is now dulalto se betianno nyamen comme ko nyimbe topoto la men address geto o address dem comme nana ko topoto no nyo nyamen ato kukilon le se betianni kuke o se topoto no nyame men di men dante katende ngay même fa ko training will also expose comme in karandro nyim batina le nyinu is staff voltage nana na ila dingra koton le men bogo ni na daji be topic and offer comme in sina ka kutu membe kala dirlo la ni ajibe dem ko tol fon la si wato di la pour kaje ko to make suggestion ni fon sina si no faye itaro ke no ko la sago recommendation damen isi diamuno ala isa address no nyamen o isa ta recommendation no neo mo ron kasi ka ya marol di karol la min nyanda ka ke pour nyatola isnana o silotano ko nyin abatin tol fon binana expose no la karola le membe ko staff wala sine fang sotoni no karola men dante comme topic jamala ka men various topics comme opportunity la se wato no la kuma o danta damen pour que recommendation no ke o kola kana nyato jibe sinaje se betiano nyame yo mbade ngolo hani bi kibaro do bi mbatinga na recording system of an jibe be tembo mendo okay and we have 15 minutes pour que recording system on stop water the live streaming it can go as long as we wish but the recording system o mengara miss cloud ning jamfata kana ke difficult la soto pro mba upload la nyame so nga continue kibar kil nan sinana adang wodo so sai ajibe what the police said so nga jingulo lama ni mboro ron sinana do man. Welcome back. Still with Standing 3 date in Kotu car crash. This one by Alaji Mane, standard reporter, read by Hagaro Air Radio Sal. Now the details. Police have confirmed that at least 3 people have died, 2 on the spot, when a speeding private car driver rammed his car into a taxi on the Kotu segment of the Battle Harden Highway. The last 2 died was a Sierra Leone woman who died in hospital of severe injuries. Police also said reports of more fatalities are being investigated. The police could not immediately establish the number of passengers in the vehicles or how many men and women are involved. The driver of the private vehicle left his lane and was overtaken when it ran into the taxi. 2 people died on the spot. Later, another person died at the hospital. Currently, there are others still recovering at hospital, spokesman ASP Lamin Jai said. He said investigations into the matter will continue even though preliminary reports indicated speeding as the most likely cause. Appropriate action will be taken as soon as the investigations are completed, he assured. Meanwhile, one of the victims has been identified as Aruna Njai, 42, from Bakau. His relatives, Badu Fai, told the Standard, Mr. Njai was a nice man who respected everyone, including even children. He never associated himself with any nonsense. We miss him. Unemotional, Mr. Fai said. It ends the station. Don't go, I will be back momentarily after a short jingle. Yo Mario come be gelas kibaro team men be la details so karana anglawni maniga counter from Standard. So in kibaro wala be kala lawanti men mosaba wala fata ka craso men gara comme 4-wheeler ye say taxi kan men ba kono mosaba be faje to. So nga continue kibaro nyim me asafi wala mon alaji maneti Standard la kibaro men ba kan alaji dama e radio na studio ya B tenelon la December karotili mola ka continue sai police li men lang kenema o dankene andi ko men data fo mo saba men fata accident men keda o dinkra fa to jeto mo fulala fata accident nyin bar mo saba wala na fa wa keda daliji mala kam private car driver nyi wala nim bor jaw jaw nyim na ay kirempeng taxi o kan taxi o men abe bor kan dingratu dame ka fusilo me kotu segment battle hadin sila banyin highway nyin membota ka bonan sila ba kan jana fo birkama o mafan la on sa ton table to ka cross kata traffic light o la kata fo fajara o sila banyinam so ay saying taxi kan taxi me mol ba kono ay mo fula fa o lod la to jeto do na da fa leptano to ko the last to die mem labanta fa le ka fa sira leonian musole moti men ate natna fa leptanol to muna barama jawol men keta abjato la wayatin ko amanna na survive no police ol yemen fo ko nyin kibaro nyin of the fatalities olan nyin accident jaw men keta ten hanibi iba ko kisi kanne ka continue ko police ol yemen fo ko santen not immediately establish comment santen manna na ka soton roke watola purumuna moment nankamo be nyim motol kono e mangol establish no follow anim fanan how many men fo ke jelle be motol nyin kono moto fulo nyin o anim fanan musu jelle be jeto men be bulata nyin ko kon ka continue ko drive o nyin memo private vehicle o nyin memba borne ka men ala atlasilo men akata men na wala bula puru ka saun in slado kan anin dobe in do membe na kan ay saying wol kan ayel so ngalon ko skeno wala kata accident for the come la foro come keta wolti tromo safo nyama come left his lane and was overtaken because in gata kulet wrong abe dole overtake kan so in domen kana boy tola silo bar overtake ko ko nya ni bote ay ikata contrario spanish ko angalo ko contrary so leno men kana itebe bulala kono so ni man na speed enough pour kanyin do overcome membe ebe men overtake kan then nin do na la finti suddenly alke say nyola le so ko ketawla nyam bari ati semmo na ta wara taxi de bari 4 wheel le mo ay taxi be janjang wolto mol men ba kono drive of atla nim mo kote anim fanan musdo fanan na fa le plan to men keta mo laba nyende ko nyin hapunta ten battle hadin silaba nyinkan ko o mo fulol fata at sport so mun musudo nyi onat na fa leptano nyinto ko dara oda sanbi molbe je men be akata kam furube kende ala nyamen leptano nyindo men be na mantoro so nyim fatal accident nyindo police la diamla memo ASP Lamin jaita men dande ka kontine ko hanbi kiskirobe nyen kotol de hanbi ka kontine ka je ko purmuna ku folol men report folol men fintin wala itan ro ko nyen ko femma sabude namanke bor jawti wala nyen ko samanan wala ka accident nyen na daylot ko nyagi be appropriate action coming will be taken comme binana taro kala kolla men simfalla karola atemela baba ke nin kiskiro banta men dante comme ayol la hidia molie ko in tambola ni agibe one of the victims coming in mol meni mantoro so tan ko kono yo sutele mem aruna jaiti sangitan nan anin fula wala soto abota baka usato ina kon ala bade mol mem mu ko fode fay fo in kibar bunda standard ko misanjay mu ala nislati be pare kele mu yinde men ay buñake mo bella to dindinte kebante a bela buña ko o fenneti hinne wa namana fansuti andi fenna fa membe ko nonsense o ku kalantan atata o koto natna tendem fana ko itil be fola nyinnalde ay men dante oni munaketa ni kuya bay ka fena emotion kumbo natna labang wolto ben keta misa fay la kuma kan yinde so la baraka anal bari ma lagi ada ya radio spin banko kan ali la mo jinglo la seconds den mina off mana murnang kota ke point fana segmento nyinna kibaro la karola bi nyato do manne